Okay, so it is 7:43 and we are headed to the hospital to be induced. They're going to start some Cervidil tonight and they do Pitocin in the morning, so hopefully baby's here then. Officially underway. We've got the Cervidil in now, all hooked up to the monitors. We're in for the night. I have to let this be in for 2 hours and then come back and check, and then just continue. So if 2 hours goes okay, then I'll continue it and we'll start more medicine in the morning. So check in with you later. So I'm in a little bit of a break right now. It is 6:45 right now and I finished the Cervidil and it was awful. Just caused so many contractions and turned out it didn't even progress me at all, which is, I think, not necessarily out of the norm. The point of it is to ripen my cervix. Anyway, so now I'm waiting for them to come back in and check me again, and then they'll start the Pitocin, and then we just take it from there and see what happens. Yeah, that's really the only update. I have cold showering right now. They offered to let me shower, but that doesn't. I showered before I came in, so I think I'm good. And yeah, since they took the Cervidil out, because it was like a tampon, so they could take it back out about a half hour ago, the contractions have gone back down to a much more tolerable level. They were getting pretty painful, but I'm sure the Pitocin will pick right back up where it left off, so can't wait and just excited to have this over with and meet the baby. Here's little baby Lydia. She is, what, an hour and a half old, basically. Snuggling with Dad. Showing just a hair bit of sass. And we love her. Lydia's sleeping. Sorry, it looks like I'm naked, but I'm not actually. I just wanted to make a little video to update on today and what happened, and just document everything before I forget it all. We did the Cervidil starting last night. We came in at 8 o'clock and they started that, which is just to ripen the cervix for the induction. So we did that all night, and so I started having contractions, really starting about 11:30 at night, and then they lasted until the morning, and about 6 o'clock they take the Cervidil out and check me, and I hadn't changed at all, but I was given a small break before starting the Pitocin, so I could shower if I wanted to, and I could use the bathroom and just walk around for a little bit. So we did all of that, and then maybe an hour and a half or so later, once they were getting ready to start the Pitocin, my doctor came in, Dr. Height, and he checked me again, and I actually happened to be a 1.5 centimeters dilated, which was shocking news because I just thought there was no way I was going to progress in that short period of time. And so he went ahead and broke my water before starting the Pitocin. So he did that at, I think it was 7:30 or 8 or so. And then after that, just kept doing the Pitocin, contractions picked up. They were getting fairly painful, just because they don't gradually get stronger like normal contractions do. They just kind of hit you right off the bat. Is pretty strong. So that I stuck with that for a while. I did probably 3 or so hours of laboring that way, trying to get my contractions regular, which is the whole objective of Pitocin. And then I want to say it was about 10:30 or 10:45, somewhere in there, I went ahead and told her that I'd probably want to do the epidural, which they were willing to do whenever. And so they called that in. She made try enough fluids. Our nurse was great. Her name was Jill, and she was just absolutely perfect for the day. Couldn't have asked for a better match for someone to take care of us all day. And so we yeah, so we started getting the ball rolling on getting the epidural. They came in and did that. It didn't hurt that bad, really. The hardest part is just breathing through contractions when you're hunched over and trying not to move. The needle itself, a small pinch and a little burn, but nothing bad at all compared to everything else at that point. And so we did that, and then that started to really help, obviously ease a lot of the pain. It took a little while to sort of adjust to it. You have to lay flat, let it kick in, all of that. I kind of struggled the rest of the day with my right side not being numb, and so I kind of had to do a lot of rolling into position and re-hitting the button to get more of the medicine so that it would get to my right side, because I was feeling contractions pretty strong. And they had checked me, I want to say they checked me maybe a little before noon, and I was 4 centimeters. Basically, once the epidural kicked in, she checked me and put the catheter in all at the same time. I was 4 centimeters when she did that, which, again, pretty shocking. I just thought I was in for the long haul, so I just thought that this was all going to take a lot longer. Oh no. And so they checked me again, and it was a 4, and she put the catheter in, and then I just kind of kept laying there. I was able to sort of rest a little bit since the pain was somewhat subsided, and just tried to rest as much as possible. Cole had left in that time to go grab some lunch and come back. It's kind of a good time for him to step away if he needed to. So him and his mom went and grabbed lunch down in the cafe, and then he came back, and when he came back, I was starting to feel a lot more pressure, really in my butt. Like it really felt like I needed to poop. And so when I told her that, and then that combined with little Miss's heartbeat patterns, she thought she should check me again. And when she did, she said that I was complete, or almost complete, which just meaning ready to start pushing. So then she sort of put everything in order for that, called the doctor, did all of that. So that I went from a 4 to a 10 in maybe a little under 2 hours, or an hour and a half or so. And then they quickly turned the room around, got everything ready to start practice pushing, because she wanted me to do that before the doctor came in. Kind of talked me through what I should do. And at 2:21, I started pushing with contractions, and they had me do about 3 deep breaths and pushes with each contraction. And I started that at 2:21, and by 2:50, little Miss Lydia was here. It was definitely a unique experience, and not as bad as I thought it was going to be, thanks to all the medicine. It went much smoother than I thought it was going to go, which is fine, I guess. And we didn't know whether she's a boy or a girl, but Cole did get to tell me that she was a little girl, and she has been very snuggly, very sleepy, and we just love her to pieces. And so I just wanted to film this so that someday, Lydia, probably mostly for you, you can watch this and you can know what happened the day that you were born. So we got to love on you a little bit, do some skin to skin. Your dad got to cut the cord, and then we were in that room for a little bit longer, and then moved into the room we're in now, which is just a recovery room, and we'll be here for the next couple of days, just hanging out, getting to know each other. So anyway, I just thought I should document this for the future, mostly probably for this one, and that's all. So I'll check in if something changes or I want to add something, but that's all I had. Bye.
fluctuating. Can't get it just right. You're gonna think that she's gonna love God, I got her arms all wrapped around.
She's like, do I like it?
It can snare my mouth. Turn back towards the camera. Oh, good job. Good job. Because them fingernails. I feel like I got a high dose. Oh my gosh, you're so strong. It's like I can't hardly get under your armpit. You're so strong. You are.
Just in case he sees it runs away.
This is his little okay right now.
Loves.
All right, see you later. Little Miss is sleeping, and meanwhile, it's the first snow of the year. Well, of the season, I should say, not of the year. The very first snow on our third full day of life. We love her so. First adventure.
Comes 3 pulls.
Uncle Clay, I was wondering if you'd give me that new Tesla. Thanks. You know that new math they're pushing on people? I was just gonna